For consistent gap spacing, create custom spacers that match your flooring and trim profiles instead of relying on one-size-fits-all pieces. Designing and three-dimensional printed spacers starts by measuring the exact gap you need and the profile of the flooring edge using a ruler and calipers if available. Model simple shapes in a basic computer-aided design program like Tinkercad or Fusion 360 and export as an STL file. Print with a slightly flexible filament like thermoplastic polyurethane for trim that needs a little give, or rigid polylactic acid when you need consistent, unmoving spacing during adhesive cure. Set layer height to around 0.2 millimeters for a good balance of speed and dimensional accuracy. For angled cuts or irregular transitions, model tapered wedges or step spacers so you can slide them under the board and remove them after installation without prying on the finish. If you do not have access to a three-dimensional printer, make repeatable temporary spacers from corrugated cardboard by folding and stacking until you reach the desired thickness, then cut a notch to sit against the tongue or groove. Seal the cardboard edges with masking tape if moisture or glue will be present. Use offcuts of scrap pine or poplar milled to consistent thickness on a table saw or planed to size by hand for a durable, reusable set of spacers that double as shims. Mark each piece with its thickness using a permanent marker to speed selection. For tile or narrow gaps, commercial plastic or cross-shaped tile spacers are still fast and consistent when you need uniform joints, and combining approaches lets you use three-dimensional printed edge guides for perimeter gaps while relying on standard spacers for the field. Common mistakes include assuming one spacer fits every condition, which leads to uneven gaps. Fix this by measuring each transition and fabricating or selecting spacers sized to that specific gap. Another issue is using fragile or wettable materials that compress or swell and distort spacing. Avoid this by choosing closed-cell foam, coated cardboard, sealed wood, rigid plastic, or three-dimensional printed parts in appropriate filament that resist moisture. A third problem is leaving temporary spacers in place too long, so adhesive or paint bonds to them. Remove spacers as soon as the adhesive or finish permits, and note their placement with a chalk line so you can reinstall if adjustments are needed. BigHomeProjects.com connects our audience with local contractors and homeowners seeking help for projects like spacer fabrication and trim installation, and we highlight community discussions where users share templates and three-dimensional printing settings that worked for them. We help contractors find work by giving them visibility on real homeowner projects and by hosting active forums where tradespeople and DIYers exchange tips and request referrals.